Hey, how's it going? Rocky Perry, RockyPerry.com. I was going to give you why not, a review of The Walking Dead. Just a few things, a million things. Of course, there's so many fans that like everything under the sun's been talked about, right? But of course, just to give you a recap, of course, Carl, without a doubt, I do have a suspicion that Rick and Laurie might actually be related, and that could explain. I mean, it's in Georgia. That could be an explanation for pretty much all of Carl's behavior, right? Because that boy's got. I mean, there's something wrong, right? And then really, if you start analyzing the whole cast, I think perhaps there's some sort of maybe they're all from the same cove of Georgia, and I make fun of Georgia because I'm from there. But something seems to be awry with like everybody, right? I mean, Shane was like nuts from the beginning, and then of course like he shaved his head and became one of those like gorillas out of 2001, Space Odyssey, and of course, but that falls back on the whole theory of, was he in love with Laurie? And if he was, something's wrong with him anyways. I don't know why Rick's put up with her to this point anyways. I mean, basically you can't make her happy. I mean, kill your best friend, okay, and then she's upset. I mean, women, you can't figure them out. Which brings me to the only intelligent character on the show, which everyone agrees with, in that Daryl seems to have it all figured out, my only quirk with Daryl really is that he pretty much is all my neighbors and me. I mean, we would be fine in the zombie apocalypse, right? We'd be out skinning squirrel just like every other Saturday, and of course it's all about finding the best motorcycle you can possibly find out there, which, in the zombie apocalypse, there's basically an unlimited number of choices. But my only quirk is the crossbow thing, which I guess is just a little too cool not to have him have, a crossbow. Even though I'm telling you, here in Georgia, I could go to every house in my neighborhood and I'll find like 3 hunting bows and I won't find a crossbow. I knew like one guy that had a crossbow. He shot like all his bolts out of it, which turned into like, boomerangs when they hit a tree, and that was pretty much the end of his crossbow. So, I don't know anybody with a crossbow, but I mean, there's a bazillion bows out there. Where are these bows at on this show? It's like everybody's got a gun. No one, and Daryl's like walking around, and no one's figured this out yet. It's like still a mystery. It's like a ninja bow. It's like, oh, how does Daryl go around killing all these things without getting spotted? It's because that crossbow doesn't make any noise. You might want to go to any house that you run across, including the farm. I mean, where's the bows on this farm? What is this guy doing? That guy's out shooting a deer with a rifle from like 200 feet away. And I'm like, what self-respecting, hunter is, shooting a deer from that distance with that high caliber rifle? Why wouldn't he have his bow out? It's the zombie apocalypse and there's zombies all over the place. There's a little bit of problems with the writing, but that's beside the point. That's beside the point. What I want to see is a new show. This is my new critique of the show. And again, I know they're basing it on the graphic novels, and that's good and fine and all. But in the end, who cares? Change it all. The truth is, what we want to see is a show that has like 5 Daryls, right? We want like 5, not too red, good old boys from Georgia, and of course you got to throw like a hot chick in there, and they're just traveling the woodlands with a few hunting bows and just tearing it up and then having a good old time in the zombie apocalypse. I guess in the end, it's not good television unless you've got a problem, and nothing says problem like an inbred couple like Rick and Laurie and their poor child who seems to be diving in front of bullets and zombies at every opportunity that he possibly gets. I mean, something is wrong with that family. I mean, seriously, maybe like Dr. Phil will wander in, zombie or not, into the next episode and somehow straighten them out. The first line's going to be like, well, what's been going on? They're like, well, I just killed my best friend because my wife told me to. I mean, that's a show ender right there. That's a whole Dr. Phil special. But something's just wrong with the show. There needs to be like, they need to run across a normal group of people that just say, you people are crazy, and don't want to deal with them instead of, some gang. But anyways, that's my take on The Walking Dead.